It's not every day you start the adventure of a lifetime. Day 48, we are leaving the Mud Island Marina. We are in the harbor, paddling out, leaving Memphis behind. We stayed at Dale Sanders' house tonight. What an amazing guy, full of personality, full of energy. Even at 84 years old, the man is just rearing to go and do something. He's an adventurer at heart, and it definitely shows. Had a great dinner and a great night's sleep. So got everything charged, did all the usual things, got files transferred. So boom, we are on our way. John Denton and I are leaving together again. He's a little ahead of me. I can see him, he's just leaving the harbor. But yeah, it's pretty cool place to stop. Got on the Wall of Fame. Saw a lot of other names I recognize from paddlers over the years. So it's pretty cool. We're on our way. It's windy today. We have a chance of rain and storms all day, but the nice thing about that is it's going to break the humidity and hopefully get us some cooler weather. They even predict the nights to be down in the 60s, which is like, that's just a dream come true right now. So, but I think we should be out of Tennessee today and be into Mississippi. So we'll have new bordering states again of Arkansas and Mississippi. So I look forward to that. Yeah, that's about all I got for now. We're just, like I said, paddling out of Memphis and hitting the river. So. Alright, so about 3 hours ago we left Memphis, and I just noticed that we have officially crossed the border, so we are now in Mississippi. So our bordering states are Arkansas and Mississippi. Arkansas and Mississippi. Everybody yells at me for pronunciation. So goodbye Tennessee. You can now scratch Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee off the list.
Boy, our eagle sighting has gone down since we left St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know, above St. Louis, I'm falling pretty thick, but
we're guessing this is either a sandbar or a wind dike, but it's kicking up the waves from the barge, so got the rain skirt on and gonna plow right through her. With thunderstorms looming, we pull into the Tunica River Park and tie up at the old paddleboat dock, which I am told is no longer in use. rest of the day is spent keeping dry from the constant rain and enjoying the free show of river traffic. Alright, so dinner. Little Dinty Moore beef stew, Salisbury steak. Oh man, it's super good. I've been wanting a steak for a while. These little stew packs are actually like my new favorite food out here. We settle in for the night, a hammock from the pillars. Before going to bed, a local sheriff deputy came and told us we were not allowed to be on the dock. After explaining our situation, they contacted the manager of the park, and they allowed us to stay. The wind was blowing hard right at us, making it impossible to hang my tarp above my hammock. I tied the carabiners to the fence, which took most of the pressure and sway out of the hammock from all the wind. We'd received rain most of the evening, so I was hoping it would stay dry the rest of the night, or I'd get soaked. I could have hung my hammock on the other side of the dock, but there was a railing and I didn't want to mess around trying to hang above it. I just took my chances where I was. I woke up before sunrise and hung in the hammock for a bit, enjoying the early morning. Good morning and welcome to day 49? Maybe? Ish? We are leaving the Tunica River Park in Mississippi, and it was an interesting stay. It was super windy out here. The hammock blew around a little bit, but I had it tied down pretty well, so it was minimal, but nonetheless interesting. Crazy, it's just this huge facility that doesn't appear to be being used, and there's the museum, which is being used, but then we got this huge dock here that's made for a paddle boat that I guess they don't use, so we used it. Worked out fine. Slept fine. Spiders. Always spiders on me. So there's the museum in all of its glory. That front end on it makes a ton of noise when it's windy out. It whistles. Whistles a lot. John Denton's already downriver. 6:30, almost on the dot. I thought I'd get up a half hour earlier today and get on the water a half hour earlier, and somehow that didn't happen. So that's fine. 6:30 seems to be a good start for today. It's going to be really windy. Winds up into 17 miles an hour is what they're predicting, so it's going to be a pain in the butt all day, I'm sure. And temperatures will be cooler. It's going to be clear skies, so it's just going to be kind of a grind for the day, I think. And then tomorrow the winds are supposed to calm back down, I hope. At least that's what the forecast says. So yeah, that's what we got. And as you can see, the sun is coming up over the trees. There it is. Out in the middle of the river, but there's islands underwater. So you look out here, and all the way out in the middle of the river it seems, there's some trees. So it's just kind of interesting. Nothing else around. So, still flooded. No doubt we are probably paddling on a sandbar now. So we're trying to get around the first bend at the Tunica Park, and I was paddling through this area here. It just looked like it was closer to the left shore than the right, I don't know. And it turned out that I finally checked the map I was on. It's just this huge sandbar, and I'm actually riding a very narrow channel through this sandy area. I started dragging bottom, and was worried that I might have to actually get out and walk out in the middle of the river, which it's a sandbar, but boy, it looks like you're out in the middle. And so yeah, hopefully I can just sneak back onto the main channel here and get around all these shallows, because I don't want to walk. It's heavy walking this boat. So we're almost there. It's probably one of the most disheartening things you can have happen is to drag bottom and think that you might have to actually do a little bit of walking with the boat out in the middle of the river somewhere. But I think we're going to pick back up on the main channel right up there and cross over, because the next turn's on the right side and we'll be golden. After a long day of battling the winds, we arrive at a cabin owned by a friend of John's. It's a beautiful place. Day 50. Good morning, day 50 on the Mississippi River. We are leaving John's buddy's cabin. I thought it was a beautiful cabin. If by chance you ever see this video, thank you for allowing us to stay. That place was amazing. Comfortable bed. I was falling asleep trying to download files last night. I was so tired. So it was a great sleep. I slept really hard. Kind of one of those sleeps where you wake up and forget exactly where you're at. So yeah, it was a good sleep. We only have 30 to 35 miles today, I don't remember, and then John will be departing the river for a while. Which means I will be traveling solo once again. So it'll be kind of a bummer to lose my company, someone to talk to and laugh with. But it's just kind of the way it goes. So, but yeah, we're just heading on out. I got the shower last night, which was great. I had a couple of my stew meals, which was also great. And yeah, that's kind of the update for the morning. It's 6:21, July 24, day 50. Early morning sunrise. becomes a day of constant barge traffic. Coming around a corner, we are surprised by a huge tow pushing a couple of empty barges. He was flying up the river, leaving some monster waves for us to deal with. Holy. I hope the camera's doing this justice. Holy. Get a little tingle going down that one. Woo-wee. Yeah, I got a little bit of adrenaline going. Yeah. Oh. No, that might actually take the top spot for waves. That was a big one. We stopped for a quick break where I get to see my first set of bear tracks.
Dog in there with him right there.
A couple of John's friends knew we were going to be in the area, so they drove out to say hi, bringing us snacks, cold drinks, and getting caught up on the adventure.
Y'all be safe.
So yesterday we had a record of 68 miles paddled in almost 12 hours. So it was a long day, but it was totally worth it. Getting to stay at that cabin and getting that nice shower and everything. So totally worth it. But it's just cool because that's the biggest day I've had since my paddle home through Minneapolis. So, all right, John, we're moments away from seeing your family, where you get to go spend a few weeks at home from the river. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Good. Down in Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you though, guy, but that's all right. I'll think about 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah, a good deal. It's been a good paddle.
Yeah, we've had some fun. That's the truth.
Hey.
This is Josh, by the way.
Hey, everyone. We land near Rosedale, Mississippi, where John's family comes out to see him paddle in. John is kind enough to take me out to get my all-time favorite meal, and even pays for a hotel room for the night. Taking a few weeks off, John will continue his trip to the Gulf of Mexico, joined by his cousin. Thanks for everything, John. It was a pleasure sharing the river with you.